Welcome back here to Hillhead of Covington, where today we are meeting and feeding the baby calves. As we come over here, we can see we keep all our calves in individual calf hutches. These are small individual huts that each calf has, and they also have their own pen outside. We keep our calves in these hutches because we feel they are very good for the calves' health and well-being. As the calf has its own individual hutch, which is its own airspace, the risk of transfer of bacteria and disease from one calf to the other is much minimised. As we see these calves here, they still have social contact with the calf next door to them, but this is in a fresh air space, which has much less risk of transfer of disease, much as we see at the moment with the current crisis we are suffering. These calves we see here, you can see them all here, they all have 2 ear tags in them. Now these are all pedigree Holstein Friesian calves. The 2 ear tags is a legal requirement, and the government insists that these tags are placed in the calves' ears within 36 hours of birth. As you can see, the calves have a number on their ear tag, and every animal in the UK has its own individual ear tag number. And they also are required to have a passport, which must be applied for within 28 days of the animal's birth. And any animal cannot leave any farm in the country without having its passport and taking it with it. The calves in the hutches here, we can see they all have buckets of fresh water in the hutch, and in the inside of the hutch there's buckets with fresh feed inside, and these ones are in the inside obviously to keep the feed dry when it rains. Now we see Abby is here feeding the calves with their milk. This is done twice every day. The calves receive 4 litres of cow's milk. This we feel is the best way for feeding these calves, as it's more natural and the calves do better fed on cow's milk. The calves all in their individual hutches here have their own milk tub with a teat on it. We prefer the calves to suck milk from a teat, as this again is more natural. Each one of these tubs, as you see Abby turns them over before filling them with milk from the milk trolley, is washed and disinfected after every feed to reduce any chance of bacteria building up in these tubs to keep the calves as healthy as possible. The calves are kept in these individual hutches and fed on cow's milk for 2 months, the first 2 months of their life. After this stage, the calves are then old enough and strong enough and eating enough hard feed that they then can be weaned and moved on from a diet of milk to a diet of coarse feed and hay. A bit like in humans, whereas babies are fed milk only for the first few months of life, and then as they get older, they're weaned onto solid foods. As we see here, Abby is feeding one of the smaller calves with a bottle with a teat on it. The calves are fed this way for the first 3 or 4 days after they're born, until they learn to drink and suck well enough as be fed off the tub on the pen, as we saw with the earlier calves.
Every day the calves get fresh straw and water and feeding. This is Gabriel giving them their straw just now. Gabriel's family live on the farm and they like coming out and watching and seeing what's happening. Uh-oh!
After the calves leave their individual hutches, they move up to this shed here, where they're then group housed in groups of up to 10. They're buried in a straw pen, and they're fed concentrates twice daily and ad-lib hay. This allows them to grow well and maintain good healthy calves. Come on, calves.
These calves are all between 6 and 12 months of age and are out grazing grass, but we like to give them a supplementary feed which contains vitamins and minerals and all the nutrients that are not available within grass alone. This helps them to continue to grow strong and healthy.
Milk is highly nutritious, especially important for growing children, and this glass of milk contains all of these nutrients. If you're like me and you like to do lots of sport, milk is the perfect post-workout recovery drink. Research has shown milk is highly effective for hydration and muscle recovery. In tomorrow's video, we will be showing how we take care of our cows here at Hillhead of Covington. See you then. Cheers.